Frame 59 coming at you hot on a Thursday afternoon. It is 7:02 p.m. August 2nd, finally almost out of summer here. We're feeling great tonight. Got some awesome topics for y'all. Real quick before we delve into anything, maybe make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. You want to come on the cast, drop it in the comments, socials, DMS, all that jazz, email. It's all in the description. You have no excuse. Don't be a loser and wake up, America. Get on Gutterball because we're moving fast. We're claiming high in the ranks and you're lacking, man. I'm just telling you, there's going to be a time when you're going to be begging to come on. So don't blow it. Paul, how was your week? How we doing?
My teeth look like piano keys. I'm just now realizing that.
It's
looking like
should paint.
I should paint them
Yeah.
I should paint them all black and put little white squares on them, and then
Start
make a
playing 'em.
video where I touch them and they make noises.
I think that'd be a good video, like a good ASMR video, ASMR teeth piano. That's some TikTok thing that could blow up. Don't steal that. We're doing that. Don't take that.
Someone takes it and they blow up.
Oh, motherfuckers. Oh, I'd be so upset.
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty chillax week. How about yourself? How you doing?
Good. Just trying to figure out my place in life, keeping up on the diet, working out, all that good stuff.
It's good. Very
Yeah,
good.
just really focusing on not letting my emotions affect how I my productivity, I guess, kind of pushing through it. But it's good.
Yeah.
Been doing pretty good.
My productivity, I shouldn't even say I'm doing good. I should say I'm doing fair. My productivity lately has been kind of bad. The only thing that I've been doing really productive, I guess, is just working on ceramic stuff, which I have a piece drying right now. I'm really excited to paint. I've never had to do this before with a piece, but you know how like when clay dries, it can crack. I do have a few cracks opening up on this one. I think just because of some areas it's a little thin. So I think my plan is to just kind of fill in those cracks with like an epoxy or a super glue once it's completely dry, and then sand it and then just paint over it.
Cheater! You're not here. You're not a real claymationist. What do they call you? What are you, a potterist? What the hell are you? How do you describe yourself
a
as?
ceramicist? Is that a thing?
Ceramicist? I don't think it's a cis. That sounds like you're racist against them.
I hate anything. I go over to your house and you have anything other than plastic things to eat with. I just start smashing your plates. I start stashing your cups. That's a really good sketch. A ceramicist, dude. He comes over for dinner and he's like, "What's this? Is this Adobe plates?" He just fucking shatters it on the edge of the table.
We could even do a Nazi bit with the ceramicist. Oh, do you have Tupperware? And then, angry at it.
What's this?
What is this?
Made in China. They're just smashing it. Yeah, he's so
it's
pissed.
Not real. It's not real. Yeah, I like that.
You're smashing your coffee mugs.
Based on a true story. Don't steal that either.
Like, it'd just be funny. Like, Gestapo-esque guys are holding you back while the dude's smashing your stuff. You're like, no! In the kitchen, you're freaking out. You're like super dramatic.
Kids get shot or something. He's crying on the floor. No!
That's a China set. It's worth $10,000. They're smashing all his glass cabinets. He's got all this shit on display.
That's great. We should be looking into doing something like that. We have to break a lot of plates for that, but I think it'd be worth it.
I've always wanted to look into like the art of making breakaway glass that like Eric Andre uses, like those fake glass bottles and glass plates, because that's breakaway glass. It's like a specific type of glass. It's
sugar glass.
Yeah. I want to like get into the art of that and incorporate that into a lot of our sketches.
Yeah, no, you can buy it for somewhat cheap. I mean, it's not.
Really?
It's a little bit more than the regular glass bottle would cost you, but you can get it in bulk, obviously. Yeah, it's just sugar glass. I would like to do that. I think it'd be fun as hell.
Yeah, but anyways, like
over your head.
As far as productivity, that's really all I've been kind of doing slowly. This healing process post surgery here just has me kind of depressed. I'm not able to be active. I want to ride my one wheel. I can't really do that. So I've just been kind of hanging out on the couch. Really, I've been trying to get into the Nintendo Switch. I've barely been playing the PS5, which isn't great. I mean, just in the sense of like I should be playing it. It's a fucking nice console. I don't know. I haven't had that drive to really game lately. And if I do game, it's like for less than like a half an hour. And then I'm like on to doing something else, But, just trying to stay positive, just trying to remember that in a few months here, hopefully less than that, I should be tip top to start working out again and getting back into the routine of things. My diet ended right before my surgery, so I'm back to eating like shit, but I think I kind of deserve it. Like, I was very good since January, like I didn't eat like anything really other than like an occasional cheat meal on the weekends. So, But it isn't going to be forever, though. I got to get back to it, counting calories, counting macros, and just staying healthy, staying fit.
Yeah, for me, honestly, not shitting on you, but also shitting on other people. When someone said they're gonna like stop, they're just doing the diet for a couple weeks. I feel like personally for me, if I stop, I won't go back. So I don't want to stop, at least right
Oh, I
now.
get it. That makes
But
sense. Yeah.
I gotta vary it a lot. But
Yeah.
just the idea of stopping it gives me anxiety because ain't I looking pretty? Oh, I'm looking good. I lost. I mean, I'm weighing like 195 right now,
Nice,
like for
man.
real.
Yeah, you
Like
do
I'm
look good.
dropping pounds,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep up with it, keep working out. I think I gotta up my I gotta eat more because I am just like dying after my boxing workouts.
Yeah.
It's mainly I do make just a boxing workout, about 15 rounds in the heavy bag, or probably 4 of those are just a shadow box and elbows. I'm doing little kicks now, getting all that jujitsu, fucking
Yeah.
by karate out there, fucking people up left and right. The neighbors hate me. I'm out there every night blasting death metal, just wailing. Just all day. And it sounds like bullets out
Yeah.
there. But yeah,
Your
no, it's
your,
been
your
going good.
neighbor hears rustling by the trash cans at like 2 a.m. and looks out there, and you got a fucking raccoon in a rear naked choke because you're practicing jujitsu, and it's like
That's
squirming,
awesome.
it's scratching you.
Just choking its life out.
Yeah.
Just eyeballs are budging up.
You're just like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep,
It
go
goes,
to sleep, go to sleep, and it just falls asleep.
oh, hey,
Slowly.
Tony, I got the little fucker that's been in your trash. He's right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You wanna?
You're gonna choke him out like Bobby Green choked out Tony. The legs are gonna be kicking, and then they're just gonna just go
Yeah,
dead.
oh my god, like a flop, like a fucking magic carp. You just put it out its fucking misery.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Poor Tony.
No, but that diet's been going really good. I'm gonna keep with it until I am somewhat. I don't know. I think I want to push 180. I think I could do 180. I
Yeah,
think it's a
you
reasonable
can do it.
goal. My
I
goal was 190. It still is. So
the heaviest my weight got since I stopped dieting and working out, during surgery recovery was 160, but last I weighed in a few days ago. So I gained like 10 pounds, but the last I weighed in was like 155 or something. So
at what height?
I'm like 5'8",
Okay, all right,
5'7".
that makes sense.
I'm
For some reason, I
still
think you're taller.
I'm not
Oh,
that
wow.
tall. Like I'm actually like really small. I even lately, you know how like you look at animals like, like Dexter, like my dog, he doesn't realize how big he is. And then like
Yeah.
now that I feel like I'm becoming slowly more conscious. I'm like, I'm tiny, dude. Like compared to other people, like somebody fucking 6 foot could pick me up and throw me over their fucking shoulders. Like I'm not.
Yeah, not with that 6 hour in your pocket though.
Yeah,
Eh.
you know what I mean, though. It's just
No,
like
I
you don't really
gotcha.
realize. Like, I mean, lately I've just been like, damn, like I'm small. Like I am not a large
Mhm.
person.
You
Which
got to get that Joe Pesci angry Italian mobster vibe. I think that worked well for you.
the
You
thing,
know,
the thing with Joe Pesci is he's really well spoken and under
very
heat,
intimidating.
yeah, intimidating under like heated environments. Obviously, a lot of it's acting, so like he's supposed to do it, but it's like I feel like I'd fuck up wording or fuck up how I say things. I'd look like an idiot, and then I get my ass kicked. It's
Nah, as
usually how
long
it
as you
goes.
just bash someone's head in with the fucking, heel of
Yeah,
your foot, you're
yeah.
good. Stomp on them.
Italian witnesses pineapple being put on pizza for the first time. They're holding them. Do you
Oh
remember that
yeah.
meme?
Oh
They're
yeah, yeah,
holding
it's a
Joe
good one.
Pesci.
You also got to be worried about getting shot in the back of the head and beating the death with baseball bats.
Yeah,
It's
that's
the
right.
only thing. But no, I think I'm like 5'11". I thought I was taller than I am. I'm not very tall. I feel like taller than most people, but yeah, I think I'm right around the weight I should be. Maybe just a couple pounds
For sure.
overweight.
I did just mention it. We haven't talked about the results of UFC 291. Do you want to go into that really quick?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, Bobby
Do a little
choked out
segment.
Tony until he was unconscious because Tony doesn't tap.
Yes, it's just hardcore. That's epic.
6 straight
All
loss.
right, you gotta pay up, boy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you won that. But fuck, man. I want Tony to retire so bad, but it's like if he continues to fight, I can't not watch him. But at this point, dude, it's so sad to watch. Like
He was so slow.
he
He was
was,
just
dude.
slow. Just note. I'm not even a UFC connoisseur or like
Yeah.
really good striking, but
slow.
I know when someone's being slow
Yeah.
compared to someone else.
Yeah, he's
It's a lot of them.
slow and he's old and his body's beat up, and I just don't think he can go through the wars like he used to be able to. And Tony ever hears that, he's gonna hate on me, but it's also just like I just see what I see, like it's not like I'm saying that's definite, but it's like, God damn, Tony. Like, I wish Tony Ferguson would just hang up the gloves here at some point, because I hate to just see him get beat over and over and over, you know?
Yeah, it's very sad.
And it is what it is. The other fights were really good on the card. It's funny. I went from sad, and then the next fight was the Derek Lewis fight, and he comes out with that flying knee and like fucking fumbles the dude, and then takes his shorts off, and I was like all laughing.
Oh yeah. That's good shit.
That flying knee, Joe Rogan. He's laughing. Joe Rogan's laughing.
Yeah, Joe's got to collect himself in the back here. He's just howling.
Yeah,
dude, that's so funny.
Yeah,
that's such good shit.
And then let's see. The co-main was good. Wasn't that entertaining of a fight, in my opinion? But
who was that?
That was the Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz, the light heavyweight fight. It was good.
Just for the viewers to know, I only watched the 2 fights, so I haven't seen.
And then the main fight, Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje. It was a coin flip, man. I thought Poirier was going to take it just simply because Justin Poirier beat Gaethje before, but Gaethje caught him with a head kick in the second round, knocked him out.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, knocked him out.
Catch the replay.
Yeah, I can show you that at some point. I like them both, but yeah, Gaethje caught Dustin. Gaethje's now like #1 contender after Charles, dude. Gaethje's
what weight? Like welter?
Lightweight. They're going to fight for the belt. Yeah, 155. Yeah. It's a stacked division, man. Poirier's in it, Ferguson, Bobby Green, Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor. Like, it's such a stacked weight class.
Has Gaethje and Bobby Green fought yet? Are they gonna fight?
No, they haven't. I don't. Bobby's not. Is Bobby ranked? Bobby might be ranked now that he beat Tony. I don't know if Tony was still ranked.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you said that he was ranked.
Maybe he is. I don't remember. I don't know. He's a vet, though. And I'm going to be real with you, man. I think Gaethje would piece up Bobby. But, like, also Bobby's got really good head movement. I don't know. But, again, Gaethje's got that knockout power, and Bobby's been knocked out. So
that's true.
Remember, Drew Dober clipped him.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I've seen that.
Yeah. But no, it was overall very good card. The main card was good, but you want to know what shined even more? The prelims. They were all knockout submissions. I think there was one decision. There was a decision or 2 on the main card, maybe just 1, I think. But overall, UFC 291, scale 1 to 10, I'd give it like an 8. That was a very, pretty decent card, well stacked.
And then one last passing thought of UFC, I wanted to ask you, because I hear a lot of talk from UFC fans about the women's division being dead and no one gives a fuck about it. Is that kind of true? Because the way I see it, I haven't seen a lot of women fights. And also, since like Amanda Nunes and like, I don't know, the
Chris Cyborg,
just a couple other ones. Yeah, those, since they were gone, like, seems like no one really fucking cares anymore. What do you think about that? You
could say that. I definitely think the women's division is lacking more higher end talent, because like it was Chris Cyborg for the longest time. Well, it was it was Chris Cyborg, and then it was like Ronda Rousey, and then Amanda Nunes, and Amanda Nunes was levels above everybody. Sure, Pena beat her that one time, dude, but she's still like, I think, the best women fighter I've seen to this day. Like, she's so good.
For sure,
and good for her to retire, at the right time, like not after too long. She chose to just walk away. She has the belt, whatever. Nice. I think they are scrapping a division, because Amanda Nunes had 2 belts. I think the division they're getting rid of is women's featherweight, which is 145. So I think it's only going to be bantamweight and flyweight, which is like 115 or 125 and 135. I can't remember the exact numbers. I think it's a little different in women's.
No heavy girls now, I guess.
They've never had really like. I would pay to see a women's heavyweight division, but I just don't think
why not?
I don't think I just don't think there are mixed martial artists out there that big,
like, I'll go to a website and buy it. Just tell me where it is. I don't care. It doesn't have to be through the UFC. I'll buy it. Heavyweight girl fight.
I'm sure that happens, but also, like, I want to see a heavyweight girl fight where it's at least somewhat technical, not just like swinging, because as you know, I'm sure you've noticed, you go watch a UFC flyweight fight men's and then a UFC heavyweight fight men's, the technicalness really slides off. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you're that big, it's hard to be technical and have a good gas tank. So a lot of these dudes are just throwing bombs at heavyweight. Not saying they're not technical, but they're less technical because they're not as agile. Because they're not as small. That's the way I see from what I've watched. But yeah, the women's division does need some more like star power. I thought Chelsea Chandler was going to be that, but she just lost. because she just seemed like a very likable, like easy to like, you know, I don't know. I'm still a fan of hers. And then right now though, I mean, there's a couple like up and comers, dude. Like Erin Blanchfield's like 22 or 23. She's undefeated. She's undefeated in the UFC. So so she's gonna be good. But yeah, there just isn't a lot of star power now that Amanda's gone. It's kind of like dead. You know, it's
okay.
I mean, they still have women's fights. It's just obviously the division is not as stacked.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like, is there even a top 15 in women's? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised they only have 15 fighters in the whole fucking weight class, you know?
God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
there's nobody.
There's more, I think. There's also hard fights to market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I don't want to see women fight. I'm sorry,
I don't mind it if it's between two of them that I enjoy, but if it's the ones that are just fucking boring or have no power, like I get it. It's a male thing, but I wish that honestly women had more power. Like, Amanda Nunes is the last lady I've seen that can fucking actually like knock somebody out, like put somebody out cold, you know?
A full grown man.
Yeah.
But weight does play a huge factor. Like, you're not going to knock someone out, Scott.
Well, just look at Amanda's build, dude. She's broad shoulders, short, stout.
Doesn't even look. See, she could play Abby in Last of Us 2.
Dude,
she's the only one.
That's a great idea, dude. Like, that would be sick.
Good actor, though. There's no way she's a good actor.
Well, yeah, because her second language is English. She knows, she
terrible.
Speaks, yeah, so she speaks English well, but not well enough to act. No, dude, if she could speak entirely fluent English, like it was her first language, cast her as Abby. Who cares about the skin color? I think Amanda Nunes would be a fucking pretty good Abby. She's just not as tall. That's the problem.
I care about skin color, but mostly, I don't think you could find someone that big, it's going to be hard to play Abby. It'll be change topics, but yeah, it's not happening. Pulls my camera garbage.
No, it looks fine. Some stacked chick. Who's a stacked chick in Hollywood that could play?
Nobody.
Abby, there really isn't anybody.
You should do, really what they should do is just have Bella Ramsey play both roles. She can play Ellie and Abby. Just get her roided out. She's got about a year to do that. She'll film her parts. She'll go back down. I should probably do the shriveled parts first and then go up. I think that could work well.
They just deep fake Abby's face from the game onto her during the Abby scenes, and it just looks god awful.
They no. What they do is they actually use the Rainbow Six software of face capture.
No. Fuck that achievement with the Xbox 360 webcam.
I can't do it. That
rage quit. Yeah, dude, Rooster Teeth rage quit. Yeah. Michael gets so pissed.
Michael, Michael.
When he plays the Joe Danger game, the bicycle.
Yeah. Well, those might be the first rage videos I've seen, or maybe of all time.
Those are the first and the best done gaming rage videos, in my opinion, because he just gets like he fucking breaks shit. He gets so mad.
Yeah. I like Deller as well. I think he is a contender.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even if it's fake, it's so funny.
Yeah,
I could get that mad, but I don't know if I could sell it, right?
Could we talk about a new TV show I really liked and already finished the first season of? Twisted Metal on Peacock. So everybody, dude, Rotten Tomatoes says 69%, but the audience score on there says 94% like the show. So it's got really good audience score, Okay.
Go on, tell me about it.
As I watched it, I could see why people wouldn't like it. Coming into a perspective. So Twisted Metal used to be a video game series on the PlayStation consoles, ranging, I think, from the late 90s. I think the last one they made was in 2012, 2013 on the PlayStation 3. And it's a vehicular combat game. Really, the premise is you got all these weird characters that drive these weird armored out vehicles with guns on them, and they're in a tournament, and they fight and they kill each other and they blow each other up. It's like an arena. It's a goofy game. It's almost comedic in the way it's presented as far as art style, but it's also dark. Like the old ones too, the cinematic. It's meant to be like goofy looking and like happy. Like it's very colorful, saturated, I almost feel. Some of the old games aren't like that. They're really dark. But it's the premise of like everybody's background, like the drivers of all these crazy vehicles are all really fucked up. A lot of them are psychopaths or in psych wards. They have really fucked up pasts. So that's kind of the premise. And so the show, I didn't know where it was going. When I got about 3/4 of the way through the first season, I'm like, where is this going? Because this is like Twisted Metal, but it isn't. I was like, because, how do you make that style of video game into a TV show or even a movie? You really can't. There has to be, Like,
no, well,
we know
I
what I'm
think you
saying is
can. I think
there.
it's easy.
I know what you're saying though, but what I'm saying is like for it to appeal to the gaming audience, there. I mean, of course, there has to be out of vehicle scenes. So that's what I was wondering how they were going to deal with that. And they did it very well. So the show so far follows a guy named John Doe. He's a guy that forgot his identity, and he's in the game. He's forgot his identity, doesn't know where he's from. He just was in an accident when he was a kid after the world fell. But basically, in Twisted Metal, the whole world's post-apocalyptic. I think something happened where all the internet and electronics stopped working, and so cities that could boarded themselves up, made massive walls, and just only the people stay within the city. And then on the outside, it's all, it's mayhem. And it's people driving around in crazy cars, fucking blowing each other up in the wasteland. And
gangs and shit.
Yeah, and John Doe is what is called a milkman. A milkman in the universe is a guy that goes city to city. They give him a package, and he's just a delivery guy. He drives through the wasteland and gives the city's packages. He doesn't open the package. He doesn't do any questions. They pay him, whatever. That's all he does. But he's never allowed inside the cities because anybody outside cities, unless you're born within a city, you cannot get in. That's it. Like if you're born outside the cities, that's it. Like you're in the wasteland forever. You're born inside of the cities. Sure, maybe you can get out, but so you're restricted. But some cities are fucked up, dude. Some cities aren't all like peaches and cream on the inside. Some are like a normal society, right? Where it's like, you can go shopping, there's school, everything's normal. But then there's like other societies where like you're a slave to a person, and you can't say anything, or they'll cut one of your fingers off and wear it around their neck as a necklace. Like it's pretty fucking dark. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but I just want to say the show's great. I really recommend Twisted Metal. I didn't know what to think about it at first, but man, when I saw that last couple episodes, especially the finale of season 1, you actually get to see some gnarly car combat, like more than you've seen throughout the first season, previous episodes. And then Jackson, they tie Calypso in, and that the tournament's gonna happen, and it's getting gnarly. Like
I thought it was about Calypso.
Not yet. It's all building. They were built. This is why I was like, what's going on in this first season? They're building the universe, dude. Sweet Tooth is hilarious, dude. Like, I thought it was going to be weird Samoa Joe playing him and Will Arnett voicing him. I don't even like Will Arnett. He actually does a great job. And like, Sweet Tooth is sick, demented, and fucked up. Like, once you see his flashbacks for like why he is the way he is, he did some horrible shit. Like, not good.
Yeah, his flashbacks in the game were pretty brutal.
Yeah, like it's way different than the game. Like his background in the show is way different, but it's good. And I'm really liking the subtlety of like them dropping like who each character is, because each character from the game so far is like showing up almost. There's a few added characters, but like you'll
Dollface and all them and shit.
Yeah,
do they have Axel? Is Axel in there yet?
They showed a pic, so like I'm not going to spoil it-ish, but at the end of this...
I'm not going to watch it, but I guess for other people.
The other people listening, maybe skip ahead 5 minutes, but on the last episode, you just see the back of who you think to be is Calypso's head looking at a wall with all the tournament brackets, and it goes through all the pictures of the drivers, and you see like... And so like...
all of them.
Yeah, and John Doe is Roadkill. Like, you know how he's driving the Subaru?
Oh, yeah, Roadkill,
he eventually loses the Subaru and then becomes Roadkill. So that's... It kind of evolves. Dollface... You see her in the last episode. That's John's sister, but he doesn't know it yet because he doesn't remember who he is. So it's like it's tying everything together. It's getting really good. It's goofy. It's funny. It's super dark at times. I like it. It's half-hour episodes, so you can burn through them. It's like a super good binge watch. I really enjoyed the show, and my girlfriend Destiny likes it too. I can't wait, and I hope they get renewed for season 2 because I thought it was good for Peacock.
I'll check out when season 2 comes out. I have no interest in watching that hot pile of garbage.
Dude, you haven't even seen it. I thought it was bad. Give it a chance. Give it a chance.
I can't let it spoil my perception of the universe because all it's just gonna do is make me pissed off because I know what I want out of a Twisted Metal show and movie, and I'm not gonna get it, so I don't care. If it's not like Mad Max 24/7, I don't even want them to talk. You said you wanted to talk. No, it's that. It should have just been the tournament from the start. I want that movie. I'm just kidding. No,
but no,
right.
I think at first, I was like, what the heck? But I think they did the right choice, and because here's the deal: how many Twisted Metal players do you think are watching Twisted Metal? Would you say 50%? 20% of
Probably
people
half,
were Twisted Metal
less.
players. So I think why they took so long with season 1 on building the universe was very smart. Because if they were just to jump into this vehicular tournament, I don't think a lot of people would stick, man. Like, they need to be able to like connect to their characters. That's how people
No,
are when
I
they watch a
know. I
TV
know
show.
how TV shows
I
work.
know, but
get
I'm
it,
just
but
saying, like,
see, it's
I think it
different
was
with
smart of
Halo
them.
though. Like something
Yeah.
even with Batman. You don't need to do Batman's backstory anymore because they kind of stopped doing it because no one fucking cares. We know what happened.
Yeah.
So after a certain point, but yeah, it's such a niche game. Do you know anyone else like vanilla or wild you've come across that played Twisted Metal? I haven't really come across anybody.
My older coworker, Nate.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, I talked to some people. I always mention that and people have no idea what it is. I'm like, that game's sick.
You know what I've like noticed a correlation between? Remember how like dark Twisted Metal cutscenes were in some, especially the really old
They're
games like on
fucked up,
PS2?
dude. Yeah.
You know the correlation I noticed? That eerie, nostalgic feeling you can remember from those cutscenes, I get the same thing from the Dead Rising game in games.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's almost like in the same, like,
Yeah.
it's creepy. Like a little bit different art styles, but like,
it is creepy. Well, I went back and played it later, but I don't know if you remember, but a majority of the time when you were playing Dead Rising, I was watching you play Dead Rising. So a lot of the nostalgia you get, I get.
Yeah.
So no, I know exactly what you're feeling. When I go and play that game again, it creeps me out a different way. Adam, the music and the gunners, I'm transported back to like age 9, and I'm so scared of the convicts and the music.
Yeah.
I'm like shaking, and I'm
I've
not
covered
even playing
wars,
the game
you know.
though. I've covered wars, you know.
Yeah. I've covered
All
wars.
trying to beat the all the achievements, trying to do the 7-day challenge. I remember you trying to do that.
I never
were
did
like,
it. It was so
oh, you
hard.
never. I remember you would
so
leave
hard.
for school, and you'd be like so sad you had to leave for school to do it, and you
Yeah,
had to
'cause
shut
I'd
it
leave
off.
it. Well,
Yeah.
that or I'd leave it on. I come home and it's cooking. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like
right?
it's
like
not
done
good.
for it. It's Red Ring of Death.
Yeah. Yeah, that
It's
game.
been running for 48 hours since that point.
What was your what do you think was the creepiest psychopath in Dead Rising 1? And by the way, people listening, Dead Rising 1, it's a game where you're a photojournalist and you're stuck inside of a mall and it's infested with zombies and they're crazy psycho people you have to fight and kill and you have to save people. Anyways, go ahead, Jack.
Dude, all in their own right are terrifying. Also, the ones in the later games are also pretty creepy.
Dude, they are. They're really bad.
They're really spooky. I do love the cutscenes and shit. I think definitely Adam is definitely top tier, terrifying for me. But the guy
The
in
Holy
the
Man?
hardware store,
Oh, the guy.
Holy
in
Man
Harvest-
sucked. The hardware store, he was scary just because he'd pop up wherever.
Cliff.
And he scared Cliff, yeah, Cliff. And then the shopping cart guy, 100%. What was his name?
I don't remember. Shopping cart guy is fucking creepy. He's definitely on that list.
7.
Yeah,
He's so
clean up.
fucking
Yeah,
bad.
he's like dead. He's like dying. Clean up. Dial 6 dies. Yeah.
Oh, he's scary as
Um,
fuck. I didn't like him.
I didn't like the Holy Man for sure. That lesbian cop lady was fucking creepy. She's like
She's got me hard.
she's
the whole
like
time.
tasing all the
Hard
women.
to play.
Dude, do you know how hard it is to save all like
Oh.
6 or 7 of those women? Like get them out of
Oh,
there.
dude, it's so hard.
It's like
you want to know a
impossible.
little bit of lore?
What?
The girl that voices that lesbian cop voices all the dispatchers in GTA 5. So,
Oh.
hello, we got Silver Road. That's her. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's just a little bit video game facts. I know I dropped it on you. I don't know her name, but yeah.
Okay.
Once you listen to it, you'll hear it. But
Yeah.
she is girl. Forgot about it. I don't want to remember her name.
Or what about Paul? He has the RC cars that explodes and he throws
Yeah,
Molotovs at you.
He was one of those rare ones, though. You had to go at the right time.
Special
to
time.
interact.
Or remember you could kill Ken, the photographer, because he goes nuts?
Yeah.
That
yeah,
one's a
yep.
super hard one to get because it has to be like a certain time. You have to do certain things like in a certain way.
Piss him off. Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
think
like
something like that.
you come across him like putting the maggot things and infecting like actual humans,
Oh,
and then you're just
yeah.
like, this isn't cool, and he's just like, fuck you, man, and he tries to kill you, and you have to murder him.
I do remember that.
He's
Seeing that.
trying to
It
get
was-
the good scene.
The fat butcher
Good
guy, Chinese guy, he was pretty
Oh
creepy.
fuck yeah, in the basement. And it's
Yeah.
like all green in there. It's like a lime green color in that basement.
Yeah, that's where you have to drive around under the tunnels. That's the scariest part of the game. Have you ever died? Your car died down there, and you're
Yeah.
just like, fuck, dude, I'd be set. I'm just like, I'm going back to that checkpoint.
Yeah.
I'm too scared to walk in this fucking tunnel. And dude, the scariest part though for me is when what's his name, Carl's is driving around down there too. Trying to
Oh
fucking run
yeah,
you down.
yeah. That's right. That's right. Good times, good games. But
It's good games.
seriously, those listening that want a quick show that's easy to watch, check out season 1 of Twisted Metal on Peacock. You won't be disappointed.
You heard it here, Paul. I'm gonna swap topics here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got an idea for all you quick hustlers out here. I got a hack to up your business. So I thought about this earlier today, and I'm like, I gotta share this. Also, I gotta appeal to the algorithm more. People like fake anecdotes and great hustling tips. So you want an idea for a quick, easy way to grow and expand your business using this marketing cheat? I got you. All your hustlers out there, pay attention. Paul, hope you're listening because I'm only saying
I'm
this
listening.
once.
Yep.
Okay, first thing you do, you find a group of homeless people. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Preferably ones that are just about to smoke crack, not ones that have smoked crack. So you can't talk to them. I tried. They don't want to bargain with you. Proposition them. Tell them you'll take them all to the finest restaurant around the town if you give them business cards and they put it out. And don't worry. What you're thinking, I don't have money to pay these homeless people. You're not going to pay them. Don't worry about it. This is after they distribute your business cards. Pretty much all you do, you just give these homeless guys your business card. Every one time someone gives them change, they give them the business card. Boom. That's free marketing strategy there, buddy.
That's so fucked up.
Once the homeless losers get wise to your antics, you hop down, go to the next homeless batch, and you're feeding out your business cards. And there you go. Endless revenue stream. It's free, it's easy, it's quick, and you're going to expand your business fast as hell.
So what do you do? Just be like, hey man, here's a 20 spot. Here's a stack of cards. Every time someone gives you change, you give them one of these. Sound good? All right.
Nah, man, you come up with the suit all dapper. You say you're going to take them out. You never give them money. Never give money. That's a fuck up. You're losing money on that transaction, buddy. Don't do that. You never pay them.
They need some incentive.
Yeah, my fucking right hook. That's their incentive.
Christ, now you're assaulting homeless people? This is not a good plan.
You get two big guys with you with cattle prods. They ain't going to say no. You say, give them the business cards. We'll have no trouble. You know, they don't have internet. They're not going to see that shit.
Couple pipe hitters.
Yeah, a couple hard ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We gotta have a button for that, for the ninja word, you know what I mean?
God.
We gotta have a little sound bite.
No, we don't need that. We don't need that on a soundboard.
ninja. I don't know, man. I think I'd click it a lot. But yeah, no, this is great. Mostly I wanted to say this to appeal to the algorithm a little bit, get us rolling. This is great short material. This will work, Paul. Don't doubt my methods. I've tried it. It's worked. This is why Gutterball is a top podcast.
Yeah, we're on top. We're on top of the world.
GRE.
265 subscribers. You're probably wondering, that's not a lot of subscribers. Well, actually, YouTube's reversed the rules. Really, the people with the least amount of subscribers are the most popular and being posted on the front of the page now. So,
truth is, YouTube's scared.
Yeah,
they don't want Gutterball.
Yeah, they don't want Gutterball. They're canceling us.
Handle it.
They already canceled us before we even started. As soon as I hit the create account thing about a year ago, they already canceled us.
Hey, Paul, did I ever tell you we definitely got shadow banned on Instagram?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why? Tell me what you did.
I might have told someone in a creative way to fuck off after they were trashing me in the comments, and then I promptly deleted it minutes afterwards. But I think Instagram put the ban hammer because our videos aren't being pushed. It went from like 60% push to 0. So I might have fucked up. So hopefully that passes. I'm sorry, Paul. I had to break the news on the cast.
That's good. Just don't do any of that shit anymore, and hopefully it goes away.
But TikTok's doing the reverse. It's going good, actually. It's picking up a lot of traction.
That's good. Because you can swear on TikTok, right?
No, I swear on TikTok. It's fine. But they don't like drugs or killing or stabbing or rape or murder or any of that shit. They're swears. Yeah.
Okay. I remember that.
I mean, and actually, let me pull up TikTok.
Dude, fucking Twitter or X is popping off. We really should just pay for the Gutterball blue check.
You're Mr. Money Man. You got the money bags. Just kidding. Nah.
I just got my fucking identity stolen, so I think it's $8 a month.
That's not cool. Don't steal identities.
I can go into that. I got that on the topic list.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, really quick. So I ordered a camera and all the stuff we needed to record, and yesterday I went to go check my bank account to just make sure the transaction went through fine, because it was a large purchase. I spent like $2,500 with like lenses, camera, all types of shit, parts for it. And I come to notice that there are a bunch of transactions that happened right after that were not for me. Somebody had spent $3,000 of my money on my debit card. And what I hate about this, man, I wasn't even that pissed because I know it's all insured. What I hate about this, though, is how come when I go to a gas station halfway across town I don't normally go to, and I buy a Kit Kat, they shut my fucking card off, and I get a phone call asking, did you buy a Kit Kat at blah, blah, or whatever. But some guy can go rampant with $3,000 on my fucking debit card, overdrafting out of my checking into my savings, and it not get caught. I had to call and stop it. I'm the one that saw it. Like, I'm glad I checked my bank to see this dude spent $1,000 at the Best Buy here, a couple like small suburbs over. He spent like $500 on ammo. He spent money at Microsoft. He spent money at Rock Auto. So like he ordered stuff online and some stuff was purchased locally, which makes me think like, obviously the guy stole my card info locally. I don't think it was from a website. I think like it was an RFID skimmer or something that, you know, a drive through or a waiter had or whatever. So it is what it is. Somebody stole my debit card info. So I got the card shut off. And what I'm waiting on now is that Best Buy purchase and that in the surplus ammo purchase, or there's some other one I don't even recognize. It's literally in like Spanish. They're pending. So the bank literally can't help me until they're not pending. So I need to wait for those transactions to go through, and they're not supposed to go through till tomorrow. So how does that make sense? Like I saw the purchases show up yesterday, but they aren't supposed to go through until tomorrow. So my assumption is they'll get canceled. If they do go through, whatever. It's just the bank can't file a report until it's, because they can't do anything when it's pending. You know what I'm saying?
What is that BS?
I know. So what I'm waiting on now is my next course of action is tomorrow, once those things go through. I've already talked to the lady at my bank. She's been super helpful. She's eager to help me. This is where it gets tricky, is this is my credit union in Duluth, and they need me to go sign papers. So tomorrow, once all those things go through, I call the cops or I call the fraud. I get a case number from the police. Once I have a case number from the police, then I bring it to her at the bank. I sign some paperwork, and they said I'll have my money back in my account as soon as Monday. It's just nice. So my plan is I'm already going up to Duluth this weekend for my buddy's wedding. So Saturday morning, I'm going to go to the bank when I get there. And their drive-thru's only open, but she said she'll work with me through the drive-thru, and she'll give me all my papers. She'll give me a brand new debit card. So it's all going to work out. It's just, God, it's frustrating. Also because it's like what happened on the 2nd of the month. All my bills are starting to go through right now. So like I've been like my phone bill, everything. So I've been struggling to, you know, I'm glad I track my finances on like a spreadsheet. I've been going through all those things and changing it over to my credit card temporarily or whatever, my other debit card. So luckily I still got money and stuff because that isn't like my one bank or my one card, but it's just like, you know, it's so fucking annoying. It's like, dude, fuck off. Like, go get a job. Stop stealing people's shit.
Shitty.
Yeah. And considering like the Best Buy purchase was like near me, I hope, you know, the police, because this is the reason why all this shit's insured, is the police aren't going to like wait to get my money and give it back. The bank just gives you the money and hoping that the police will solve it, essentially.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Yeah, they won't. But maybe they'll see on the camera the dude at the Best Buy that bought whatever, you know. But
it's actually true.
But it does sound like me. I mean, purchases from Best Buy, Rock Auto, Microsoft, an ammo surplus. Like, it does sound like things I would actually buy from. But have I done it before? No. I mean, like Rock Auto way in the past.
You don't have any proclivity towards split personalities, do you? Because that could be a problem.
No, I don't think I have a split personality.
Like type of Mr. Glass type situation. Or
Jesus
something.
Christ, no! I fucking hope not.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's shitty. You know, I've had this happen to me once before. It was only for like $100 though, and the card company had called me. Or you know how like you get the robot like you normally should, and was like, hey, did you make this purchase? We shut off your card, and I said no, and then they shut the card off, or they made sure it was permanently off, and I got a new one, and then I just got reimbursed $100. But this is a lot more money involved, so like I have to get the banks, like you need to get the police involved with this, and we can't do anything till you get the police report once we have the number, and then we can go from there. So I'm kind of waiting on, but everybody, you know, it's not hard to do now with mobile banking and everything's digital. If I could go back to coins and cash, I totally would, man. Like I stand by that. Even being an IT guy, digital currency is fucking dangerous, but
it is. Well, speaking of that,
yeah.
I saw a video today, or maybe it was a couple days old, but I saw it today at least. So to me, it's new and it happened today. So we're going to say that Some guy in the UK was at an Aldi or some type of shop, but maybe it wasn't Aldi, but I swear they said Aldi's. I don't know if they're in the UK. I doubt it though. Anyway, he was at a shop and they wouldn't let him pay with cash. They were making him do card, and he was a very old man, and
Yep,
he
they don't
gave
do
them
cash.
he gave them the uh change and shit, and he said, "This is legal tender. I'm leaving this. I'm gonna take my strawberries and walk out." And they were like trying to stop him and shit, but he just kept walking. And I am with that old man.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
legal
you should
tender.
be able to. It's legal
Dude,
tender.
that is such a. We talked about this with Foster, I think, last cast, like a little
Mhm.
bit. This is such
Did
a
we?
correlation. Yeah, down here, a lot of smaller businesses that open
Oh yeah, we
fucking
did. Yeah,
straight up won't accept cash, all
yeah.
because they
It's
don't want
fucked
to
up.
like go to the bank or whatever. Or, like it's like,
Mhm.
and they have to, and then usually those places, oh, because we only accept card, it's also like a 5% upcharge for using a card, and it's just
Basically
like,
a tip.
yeah, and it's just like fucking God, I hate that. If you are a business, like legally, like you have an LLC or something, you should have to accept cash, no matter the type of,
Mhm.
fucking go to the bank every once in a while. Jackwad. Get
The
a
new
safe.
jazz. The new thing is what they're gonna try to push is a cashless society. So
Yep, I know they are.
everything you do is online. It can
Yep.
be traced, and they can tell you what you're gonna buy and what you're not
A
gonna
lot of
buy.
it,
And I'm not
people
a
have
fan of
been
it.
investing in silver because silver
Yeah.
doesn't get pulled out of landfills and shit like gold does. And there's only, there's way more silver than there is gold. But I don't know. It's interesting.
I do want to start buying silver. I do think it'd be a flex to have some good silver bars, but that shit is very cool.
Yeah, yeah. But here's my lesson to all of you out there to avoid fraud. Now with everything being digital, if you can, like I do this too, and I wouldn't have caught it. Who knows how long this would have went, you know,
Mhm.
if I didn't check my mobile banking app. So everybody,
Right.
once a day, take the time, log into your mobile banking app, check your transactions and make sure no fuck shit's going on. Because when I
Mhm.
looked at my account at first, I thought it was normal, but then I was like, because I just spent $2,000 on a camera, but then I was like, wait a second, $5,000's missing, And I
Yeah,
was like, this
wait.
doesn't seem right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so pay attention to that stuff, and because that fraud robot or the detection thing isn't always the best, as I found out. So stay on
Mhm.
top of that. You don't want to fucking lose your shit. It's all insured.
I'm
You'll get it back, but
I'm really glad. I do check mine a lot, not as much as I should, but now I'm gonna check it more. Now you scared the hell out of me. But I my bank is so serious. Like, let's say hypothetically, I mean, I try this. If I enter my card onto something that's not my phone, or like if it's not in the state, like it's not gonna go through, and it will call me for sure 99% of the time. And don't you, I mean, I guess yeah, as long as I don't have my PIN number, I think I'm Gucci. But I do gotta check that. It is a worry of mine because I'm gonna be very upset because I don't have a lot of money. So if they steal money, I'm gonna be really upset, man. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well, just
So
know, like, the bank, I mean, my bank was, the banks are there to help you. They are insured, they're going to help you immediately. Just get on the line with somebody at your local bank if that happens, and get their direct number too, cuz they're going to work with you one-on-one with it. And cuz I have like the lady's direct line at my bank. So like if I have a question about this between now and tomorrow, I just
yeah.
I call her and it gets me right to her. I go through all the bullshit and she's been helping me. So
Day or night, you're gonna call her at 2
shout
a.m.,
out
ain't you?
Maddie. Shout out Maddie real quick, helping me
Shut
with
up,
my
Maddie.
fraud.
Where you at, Maddie? Want to come on the cast? Well, I want to swap topics because
Yeah.
last week I didn't do this, but this week we are, motherfuckers. We're doing conspiracy theories. That's right. That's right. Yes, sir. I got a hot one for you, Paul. I got some
Okay,
good
what's
takes
this
here.
one? What's this
You're gonna
one?
sit down and you're gonna listen. You're gonna believe everything I tell you. All
Oh yeah,
right.
I'm
Don't
excited.
question it.
I'm
Don't
excited.
question it. All right. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Operation High Jump, Project Iceworm, and Nazis and in Antarctica. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm fucked up. It's the Nazis. They're fucking me up. They're jumbling my words. Anyway, in the 1920s, the Nazis first made contact with an ancient race of aliens who are also reptilians. Right? They contacted these aliens through a German psychic channeler, Marie Orsic. She's very famous. You can look her up. She's around, but she was one of Hitler's close confidants, not really confidant, but like associates, I guess, rather. So the 1920s, she was channeling with these aliens from different, I can't remember where they're from. They might have been from Zeta Reticuli, but they're reptilians, and they're an ultra advanced race of evil reptilians who appeared friendly at first. They're nice to the Nazis, They're giving the Nazis information about like stars, where they are. They're giving them new medicines. They're giving them anti-gravity crafts. They're giving them all types of shit. But the big thing that they want from the Nazis is, we're going to give you all this, but you got to take over the world and implement our ideals. And the Nazis are like, all right, bet, dude. Like, we're losing the war. I'm down. Hitler was like, no problem. He's like, all right, cool. I'm down, bro. Give you some of this free alien technology. So they did. They took it. The aliens came down, the reptilians, to Antarctica, because in Antarctica, underneath it are giant geothermal domes, essentially huge igloos that are miles wide, like size of states. They're huge, they're giant. They're under Antarctica. That's a fact. You can look that up right now. It's just essentially giant igloos, and they're hot as hell down there because the ice keeps them insulated because it's so far under the ground. You know what I mean? Um, so pretty much reptilians come down there. They give these Nazis UFOs, what we know as UFOs now today. They show them element 115, which is a supposed lost or fake element that wasn't officially recognized until 2013 by some Russian scientists. This is the supposedly anti-gravity element that repels gravity and makes shit levitate and stuff. Do you know what Bob Lazar is? Bob Lazar spoke about element 115. This is what he worked on. This is what he had, supposedly what he did. So the Nazis were originally given that from these evil reptilian race. So pretty much they give them vehicles, which we know as UFOs or UAPs now. And they're crazy. You know, we've all seen the Tic Tacs and stuff with the Pentagon coming out. It's not a lie. Like, we've seen it. It's there. It's
Yeah.
real. Most people don't know that it is element 115, and I do believe that to be a real thing. But it, it's very interesting. It's just crazy to me that people come up with this shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe a lot of this, but
That
it's
what
fun.
you just told me
We're-
is fucking not true. I
no,
believe in
we're-
the element, but that's about as
no,
much as I
we're not
believe
done.
out of that
We're
whole
not
story.
done. I'm sorry, I had to say.
Fucking
I don't
Christ,
believe
keep
in any of
going.
this
Fucking
shit.
geothermal
Okay,
domes.
that's real.
Yeah,
That's
I
actually
figured
real.
it is, but
Yeah, I
reptiles
don't know about the
being friends
reptilians.
with
Millions,
the
Paul.
Nazis.
Millions down there. They're widespread. They're all under the ice. I believe in all this, by the way. This is for the
Is
short.
this why
so
everybody gets killed that goes to Antarctica?
yeah, dude, they're doing some horrible shit over there. Let me tell you, some like Clockwork, fucking Orange type shit over there, prying your eyes open, cutting your dick off. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but those reptilians, man, look the fuck out, because you don't want to be around those, man. I'm telling you. But they're secretly controlling the universe right under our noses. You don't even know. Paul, did you know you're not allowed to go to Antarctica? If you were to go to Antarctica right now and try to row your boat over there, they'd shoot you in the fucking head and leave your body to the fucking
Who would
polar
though?
the UN, the people that guard it. There's troops and shit at Antarctica.
Why
Like,
do people guard it?
why do they guard it, Paul? The UN deemed it illegal to go there unless you're going there for research purposes, and then only then you have to be supervised by them. There is no aerial footage of them. There's no drones allowed over there. There's no planes allowed over there. If you go on Google Earth, there is nothing for Antarctica. So what the
And
fuck
why
is
is
going
that?
on
Is it
over there?
because it's too cold? Is it because it's dangerous? Why would they be
Because
guards?
there's reptilians under the ice, Nazi reptilians that are controlling the world, and they're fucking us daily, Paul. They're poisoning the air, the water, the movies, the CIA, the government. It's all the aliens, man. You just wake up, open your fucking eyes a little bit.
Open your third eye.
Open your third eye. That's right. I'm above majestic. I see it all. So in the 1930s, we sent some of our boys in there, Operation High Jump. We're like, yo, what the fuck's up? What's going on? We heard some Nazis in the ice. We don't play that shit. We roll up in there. And turns out there are Nazis in the ice. And we came back. We were issued a gag order, never to talk about it again. So we have no idea what they saw up there. That's the gist of it. They were put on a 48-hour debrief. They said, if you talk about it again, we'll throw you in the bridge or the brigade. And that was the end of it. So who knows? Who knows, man? One can speculate. Then later on in the 1940s, we had, I think, Project Iceworm go in there. And they were not issued a gag order, but rather they told of Nazi occupation there. Not 1930s, maybe 1925s.
All right. Well, considering nobody else appears to want to do it, Jack, let's start a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe to get us all the equipment and the travel to Antarctica. So I'm talking like insulated snow gear, a drill, some weapons.
Drone.
Well, no, like they won't let us bring guns there. Like guns outside of the country will be different unless they're like in cases. Might be just
with guns.
melee weapons.
Blunt objects like.
Okay, bring that keyblade. Should I bring that keyblade?
Can I bring a claymore? If I can bring that,
I don't know. Anyways, we need to do a GoFundMe because it's like apparently if like no other rich billionaire wants to do it, fucking Gutterball will do it. We'll do a Kickstarter. Okay, guys, we're gonna need some nice snow boots. We're gonna need somebody with a private plane to fly us there probably and get us in there. I'm interested. I doubt it. I'm more so. I don't believe like what's there. I'm just interested why they protect it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's a place where like there's nothing. Well, there shouldn't be anything, you know. It's cold.
That's what you think, buddy.
There's water.
But I've seen it all. I can go on and on, man.
Is there polar bears? Is it? Our Antarctica's at the top, right, or is that at the bottom?
I thought they were at both polars. I thought polar bears were just polar bears. They're at both polar ends, right? Isn't that a thing?
That makes sense.
North and south.
I think so.
It sounds right.
Is Antarctica the top or the bottom? I don't remember.
Bottom. South.
What's at the top?
North Pole.
That's just what it's called.
I think so. I don't know. It's fun. I don't know my geography. I could be wrong about this. See, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. Paul, I just talked about aliens and Nazis on Antarctica. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, bro. You know, Antarctica. You never think about the one at the bottom. You never think about what's down there.
Yeah, you really don't. What the fuck is going on? You never think what's at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, do you?
Oh, I
want to know what's at the bottom.
That's
aliens. Scary. Yeah.
What do you like Kyle on PKA?
What do you mean, dude?
Kyle's talking about the from PKA being the aliens are in the water, like they're in the trenches.
They have been in the water for years, dog. They've been. Commander Fravor has been talking about it. They've been on the water. They rule the waters, man. You don't want to fuck with the aliens, dog. I could talk about this on and on all day, but I just want to drop some knowledge on you. Again, all this is real, 100%. Fact, so don't doubt it and just believe what I say, all right? Because we're trying to build something here, all right? So just believe it and shut the fuck up and move on with your life. So try to go to Antarctica. You can't, you'll get killed. But if you want to fund us, we'll have a GoFundMe in the description below.
No, we won't.
So,
yes, we
will.
Well,
we're going Antarctica.
It's like our GoFundMe gets us. It actually gets us money, but not enough. So like we're going there in a canoe. It's so dangerous on the sea. We just die.
Dude, honestly, I think a seal would come up and get us, or that polar bear under the water. We'd be toast in
an
hour.
We're dead.
I think we'd be dead for sure.
Well, the first thing is like you get in that water, you're dead.
Oh, once you touch the water, you're done for. You're not heating up.
Hypothermia, you're dead.
Yeah. Be kind of fun. That'd be kind of cool way to go out, though.
No, it wouldn't. You of all people hates large open bodies of water. That's the last thing you want to happen.
Yeah, that is the last thing. That's why we got to parachute in. We got to have a plane. We're not rowing a boat. We got to get a private jet.
What was that fear you showed me of like the videos of like the large sea creatures? I hate that. I hate it. I think I might have something. Whatever large. When I just see something small, but then see something large appear out behind it, like that's gonna swallow it. I don't like that.
That's just megalophobia. You just don't like fear of large objects or growing objects that are like animals or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either, dude. Get that shit away from me. Huge fear of mine. So all you pranksters out there, do not put me in the ocean in the middle of the night because I'd be terrified. I wouldn't want that to happen. It'd be the worst thing in the world.
No, we wouldn't want that.
Where'd you rather be, middle of space or the middle of the ocean? Either way, in space, you're in a space station, obviously, because you can't. Actually, no, you're in a space suit floating around, but you have infinite oxygen, or you're in the open sea. Nice water.
The open sea.
It's like 70 degrees. It's nice, pitch black dead at night. Nope. Easily space.
Space is so dangerous. I guess you're right, though. Space.
Ocean? Nope.
When you mentioned pitch black, like, fuck that.
Both of them are pitch black, obviously, pretty much.
You'd be able to see stars and shit, though, right?
Would you? I don't know. All the pictures of space that there's out there are fake, so it's hard to tell.
Shut the fuck up. Let's get out of this fucking conspiracy talk, you fucking psycho. Let's talk about weed is finally legal in Minnesota. As of the 1st.
Oh, I got my bong here somewhere. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I do my scorched earth.
Long time coming. I think it's cool. You know, I think it's gonna hopefully bring more revenue to the state. Yeah, hoping to look for some better roads because I'm sick of them being fucking junk.
Right now, all they're complaining about is we don't want weed smell all around us. Well, then great, because I don't want cigarette smoke all around. You can ban
Yeah,
that. No,
yeah,
you're not, retard. So
yeah,
I'm cool with you banning weed smoke. I have no problem with that because 99% of the time, I want to smoke in the comfort of my own garage or
yeah.
outside
Hold
because
on.
I don't want to smoke in public.
Didn't
But
isn't Minnesota one of the few states too where it's legal to smoke in public right now? Like, isn't parks and
no,
stuff?
no, they ban certain areas for per city and whatever. But I know for a fact in Duluth, there's already banned areas.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
I'm
I
really
smelled
sad.
it
Like,
outside of work on the
oh no,
first.
shit.
I was
No,
like
that's fun.
in the North
I
Loop,
don't
and I'm
think
like, damn, that's
I
crazy. It's the
I
first
had to
day.
explain. I had to explain to the youngins, like some of the 18, 19-year olds dudes at work, and I'm not even that old, but I just tell them like, yeah, it's gonna be a year for the dispensaries because they're all excited, and I'm like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a fat year,
yeah.
dog.
It's
So
gonna.
don't
They were even
let stuff
saying at
be on
least 2 years. What I'm
2 year. Oh,
looking,
it's gonna be two.
what
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to
year and a
down
half.
here because things move faster down here is
Mm.
like not really looking forward to. I just think it'd be cool is like the weed bars where you can go there and you can smoke in there, and they got and like it's like you pick out things. Like certain states have stuff like that, or it's like a bar below, but the top is a roof penthouse where it's like outside,
Mm.
but you're on a roof and you can like smoke up there. I think that's kind of cool.
Oh, here's another big thing. I think that passed in this bill. I got to double check, but I'm 99% sure. Businesses can no longer discriminate against weed and drug or in drug screenings.
Yeah,
Good job.
I we'll see if that passes, but when it comes down to it,
I thought
though,
that did go through already with it.
I don't know. I don't know. Is it?
Okay.
The thing is a private
It was
company is a
included in the
private
bill.
company. If they want to get rid of you, they're gonna get rid of you. You know.
That's
But
true.
I'd
That's very
hope that's the
practical.
case though, because a lot of states didn't do that.
Oh, almost none of them. I
Yeah,
think only one or two did, if I remember. And
yeah.
I don't remember those ones. I think Michigan might be one of them.
The problem
Yeah,
though is like this is where it's messed up. Is you know that like if say if I were to have weed and own a gun, it's and the ATF raids
yeah.
me, I'm going to federal prison. Even if I have one
Oh,
gun ready.
really?
Yeah, did you know that? That's how they got Kyle.
Oh, yeah. I know it's no. I thought they got him for the mail mostly, but I didn't
Mail too,
know.
but think
I
about it.
thought I thought if you had a medical card, you couldn't own a gun, and that's why he got busted. But it was just because he had. But that was illegal in Georgia
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
right?
yeah. But like,
So
here's what
that's
it comes
even
down to.
worse.
So yeah, say I'm in Minnesota, I own a gun, and I have like a pound of weed or something on me, whatever the legal limit is, or under the legal, like under the legal limit, whatever.
You're definitely going to jail, dog.
Say
Holy
say
shit.
it's like I don't know
Scarface over
a
here.
little bit of it, and you have a handgun and it's registered to you legally. The ATF can put you in federal prison because weed's federally illegal. And on that form you fill out
Oh,
to get that gun registered to you, it's asks you if you've smoked weed in a certain amount of time or if you plan on doing it. Because if you have weed and it doesn't matter, you are going to
that's
federal
fucked up.
prison.
In your own house.
Yep.
That's fucked
So like
up.
they could just they have better things to do. You know, they have better things to do than
Don't
just
give
like
him a reason. Yeah.
yeah, like they have better things to do than raid the one guy that maybe has a hunting rifle and smokes a J on the weekend. You know,
Mhm.
they ain't gonna do that shit. But yeah, it's illegal in Georgia, but when you're as high profile as FPS Russia is,
Well, even
all
worse
the
in Georgia.
guns, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well, also you went and you
ordered
grabbed
it
the
out of the
weed from the
mail.
post office.
Yeah,
That's even worse. You can't
it's
forget
bad.
that. You're definitely going to jail for that.
Yeah.
So you're telling me hypothetically, not that I do, not that I'm incriminating myself. Actually, I'm not incriminating myself at all. Let's say
No, this is
hypothetically.
all
So
hypothetical. It's
I
all
have
made
a
up.
friend. And his parents they have guns, but he doesn't own guns, but he has weed. So if the ATF busts in,
No.
who's going to jail?
Uh,
Nobody. Someone's going to jail.
if the ATF
I
would
should
have to
tell him.
bust it for a reason, but it's just like the people that are going to jail are people breaking a federal crime. So
Mm,
the guns have to be registered to you and you have to have the weed. So like if there's guns in the house in a locked cabinet that his dad owns that are registered to him and his dad ain't smoking weed and they run a drug test on his dad and his dad has no weed in his
mm,
possession, no one's getting in trouble. I don't think and the ATF don't look
ah.
for weed. They're not the DEA. They're looking for gun crimes, you know, people sketching out getting rid of serial numbers, making illegal weapons, modifying weapons to do things they shouldn't be doing, you know, like the and then they're alcohol, tobacco and firearms though, you know. So they're looking into like illegal liquor sales and whatever. I don't even know.
You
All
bootlegging? What the fuck?
yeah,
Who's
like
bootlegging?
well, I mean, I don't know what the ATF does other than fuck with people with guns. It seems to be like that's all they really care about.
Yeah.
But they're like any other financial or not financial, uh, um,
Government, I don't know.
like what do you even call that? Like policing government institution where they see something that's illegal, they're gonna do something, even if they aren't the
Yeah, no, that's
DEA,
true.
or maybe they
Um,
call the DEA if it's something like that involves them. But
fuck DA. I should warn my buddy's friend, or excuse me, my buddy's dad. My bad.
God,
I'll do that.
yeah, I remember. I don't know. I just I don't like any. There are so many three-letter agencies that I would get rid of if I were in charge. The ATF would go away immediately. Say goodbye to the CIA and say goodbye to the FBI. Those three right there are going away. And I'm probably gonna get fucking John F. Kennedy, probably, because that's what they fucking did to him when he tried to expose shit. And
Tried to do a lot of shit that he shouldn't have tried to
yeah,
do. He
yeah,
was warned.
exactly. He was warned multiple times, actually,
Mm-hmm.
many a times. And I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see. You know that his like son is running, Robert F. Kennedy.
Yeah, that bowl of fucking melting ice cream. What the hell's
Yeah,
up? That guy sounds like dad.
the way he
Yeah.
sounds like. You know how he got that? Supposedly, the
Don't tell me.
vax,
Don't tell me. I want to guess. I want to guess. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It was the vaccine. I thought I was gonna guess with second dick, but
the
I didn't.
vaccine. Hey,
Oh.
hey, I'm gonna be running for president. You should vote for me. That's what he sounds like. Hey there, smooth skin.
It's the vaccine. It was the vaccine. It was the vax. That's this whole.
Yeah.
It's just fucking
And
right, dude.
he
I
don't smoke,
gotcha.
but he's jacked. Have you seen him? Like,
Yeah, I
is
saw
his
him on
shirt
Joe
off?
Rogan.
I was like, well, have you seen him with his shirt off though? Like him doing push-ups? He's jacked. I did not expect him to be that fit.
I don't look
Rick-
at people
no,
with shirt off.
No, but
very often.
Ricky sent me a video of him doing push-ups, and I'm like, that's
Mhm.
fake. He's like, no, dude. And then he sent me like the link to John F. Kennedy's video of that, and he's actually like that old and jacked. I'm like, good for him.
See, you know, I don't think good for him. It's kind of the same when I see Kyle from PK. You have that amount of money to look like that.
Yeah,
You should
that
look
too.
like that, dummy. I
That
don't have
too.
that money. Dude, if I had the money for personal trainer, dietitian, and correct like steroids, I'm all
Yeah.
about that, man. But I don't have the money. So honestly, it's not
And the
impressive
number
at
one
all.
thing
It's more
is
impressive when you
time.
don't have money. Time, yes, very much.
Money
time.
gives you that time.
It does. It's very fact. So yeah, honestly, right now, if you like, I guess you could see it a lot in Hollywood, especially with Joe Rogan and all these podcasts pushing health. All these celebrities are getting really healthy because it's like you have no reason not
Yeah.
to be Jonah Hill, you fat fuck, and he's looking good. He's looking fit. It's
Yeah.
like damn right, you should be looking fit.
Well-
Same with like Tom Segura. I don't even like him, but that
Well,
man's
hey.
looking fit.
These rich people, and a lot of them do this, are also, some of them are just fat fucking slobs and won't do that stuff. But I do like the people like Rogan and others that are wealthy and have a platform to voice their opinion that are voicing the benefits of it. Because, dude, America has such a bad, like, obviously obesity problem. We have such a bad mental health problem and obesity problem. Both of those things, I think, could be, and I'm sure this has been fucking regurgitated by the Rogan bros 100 times, whatever. Both those things could be significantly decreased, maybe even suicide too, by just having a physical fitness. Like, it's not forced anymore, dude. Sure, we have like phy ed and gym in school, but it's not like outside of that. Like, it isn't like physical activity is not like part of the culture here. It really isn't. We're all extravagant.
No, it's bad. I actually just read a stat on something that I wanted to see if I could find it from that video I posted on my story. But I think he said every 6 out of 10 Americans is fat or overweight,
Yeah.
and about 4 out of every 10 of those is obese, and that scared the fuck out of me. And then he broke down. There's this guy on Michael J something. It'll load here in a second, but he was the personal trainer of Chris Hemsworth when he did his transformation
Oh,
for
yeah.
Thor. But this guy originally was like 300 pounds, and he'll break down meals and how much calories and shit is. Like those crumble cookies, how they're like 800 calories a piece and shit like that.
Yeah.
But no, it's really scary. And I think what is the thing? Like every 4 in 10 people are depressed or some shit like that. And it's like, man, if you really worked out, you feel so much better. At least I do now after I work out 6 days a week, damn near. You got to do it.
Yeah.
It's just such an important thing, and it's really fucked up that we're getting into this culture of anti-workout and higher grain diets and
Yeah.
less animal. Dude, all I've been eating is shit that comes from the ground and animals. None of this plant-based, I guess, not super plant-based, but I'm definitely eating a lot of animals to get my protein. None of this plant-based
Yeah.
garbage because it's not good for you. Stay away from the grains, dog. Eat the fucking animals, eat beef, the chicken, all that jazz.
I've been
good
eating
greens.
so many eggs. I've been like on an
Eggs.
egg kick,
I
dude.
can't eat eggs anymore. I'll throw up. I hate them. I drink my eggs. I get the unpasteurized egg whites, and you just drink them. But man, Yeah, no, it's good. It's really, really bad to see where we're headed, and how much better you'll feel if you just work out.
Yeah, and
So
it's
much
not for
better.
everybody though. Too. I'm not saying it's gonna solve everyone's problems, but I think it would
Yeah, I
significantly
just
decrease things. But
solve a lot of your problems. Oh, you're fat and you're ugly slob and you wonder why people won't talk to you. Hit the fucking gym and get a haircut, you fucking
take a
gross, greasy
shower,
bastard.
brush your
Take a
teeth.
shower, shave your beard. Come on, man. Your pearly
I've been
whites.
thinking about clean shaving lately. My whole face.
Do it. Just join the club. Always clean shaven. I
Yeah,
don't like
the
facial
problem
hair.
with me, bro, is since I don't have hair on the top of my head, I look weird. I look like a seal. When I don't look right.
I've never heard someone
I'm
describe
all,
themselves
I'm
as a
all,
seal.
I'm all shiny, like and my whole face will be, and then I'm bald. I don't like that.
You stay away from beach balls. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I start
Yeah,
playing
fish
with
and
it.
fucking yeah. Stay away from those. God damn, that's
Um,
funny. That's funny shit.
my trip to Norway is coming up here soon. We got to figure out how we're gonna do the cast.
Just I don't know. Do it a week before or something.
Or yeah, let's just do that because I don't want to do it while I'm in Norway and then have to figure out editing and uploading it. Let's just
I
do it
don't think
before I
yeah.
leave.
We could honestly what we could do if you wanted to, we could do a back-to-back 1 hour each, but do 2 hours and just split it. And we'll stop the cast and say, hey, welcome to Gutterball, and then do another cast.
Well, I leave on I think a Wednesday and then I return on a Tuesday. So we could just do that week's cast on a Tuesday and I'll be back in time for the next week one.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll figure it out. Anyways, with that being said, I finally got my tattoo appointment booked.
Metal. What you gonna show us what you're getting, or
I don't even know yet. The guy, so this is how it worked. The guy was like, what kind of work do you want? So I'll just go through the whole story because we got the podcast, we got time. I found a tattoo shop like 15, 20 minutes from my Airbnb. And it just so happens to be like one of the best ones in the city of Bergen in Norway. And so I'm like, sick. Like, that's awesome. I can just walk right there. But anyways, I went onto their website and started looking at, they have all their artists and the artists' Instagrams. I think there's 6 or 7 tattoo artists out of that studio. The first guy I found does really cool, unique stuff. I wanted him to do my tattoo. Not a shout out to that guy. He was just fucking like, it's almost like he didn't want to do business with me. I was like, hey, I'm going to be in, I'm going to be in Bergen this day to this day. I'm from the United States. I'm really looking forward to like getting some ink while I'm out there. I just asked him, what's your process like? Cause every tattoo artist is different. Some tattoo artists won't sketch for you. Some tattoo artists will just be like, you need to send me exactly what you want, So I just asked him, I'm like,
yeah.
So I asked him like, well, what's your like I asked him twice very clearly over time. This is over 2-3 weeks where he was just like ghosting me. I'm like, hey man, like, I even sent them screenshots. Hey, I really like this work of yours. Let me know if you want like an actual thing drummed up or if just based on this, you could sketch up something for me. Because that's what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for something exactly that I would draw up. Something that I give them a few ideas of work that they've done that I like, and then they just make something.
Okay, putting a lot of faith in that guy.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I think it's going to be unique then.
Yeah.
Because not every tattoo has to mean everything other than like, hey, I was in Norway at this time. This was cool. I got this there,
Mm-hmm. And then if it looks shitty, it's like, hey, this guy picked it. I didn't even pick it.
Well, he's gonna show it to me before too.
I know. I'm just kidding.
But I know what
like,
you
hey,
mean.
we're gonna put this on you, dog.
Yeah, you can't look.
That'd be cool. We should do that. We should do blind tattoos. Just pick a design.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what we should do?
I pick yours
for you. Yeah, let's do that. Just
we can do that sometime.
I might ruin your life,
dude. We can record it, and I bet you we could get the owner Chris of Living Art to do the video with us because
they're opening shop.
Yeah,
right over here. So yeah. Dude, that was so weird seeing that they just put the sign up.
Isn't that weird? Like the old AJ's weird. Tanning.
Sorry, off topic real quick. Paul pointed out in the comments of Live in Art on Instagram that it was Cobb. And I looked and it was totally Cobb, and you were totally right. It was just so weird. I was like, wait a minute, that is Cobb.
Yeah. So did I get it right? Because I couldn't tell.
Right. I drove by there and they had the sign up today. But when you posted that, I literally drove over there later that day. And I was like, yeah, that's where it is. That's 100% Cobb. But anyway, back to Norway. That was funny.
Yeah, so that guy was just fucking me around. So he eventually got back to me a few days after, but I was just like, I'm gonna go a different route. So what I ended up doing is just picking another guy from that same studio that also had work that I liked. And this guy had completely different work than the other guy. Like both very good tattoo artists, but they do different stuff. This guy that Very helpful. He responded to me immediately. We had back and forth convo. He told me what needed to happen, what to go down. So I got the day booked. I'm getting it the day before I leave, which I thought was best, so I could take care of it right when I get home. So I'm getting the tattoo a day before I leave from Norway, at noon or whatever. I'm looking at a 4 to 5 hour session, and I plan on getting something on this arm, right here on the top. It's going to probably be about this long, about the size of like a Gatorade bottle, maybe a little smaller.
Neversoft logo.
No, it's gonna be that's gonna happen at some point. It's gonna be black and white. It's gonna be my first black and white tattoo because I only have one. It's in color, and yeah. So the process was send him some pictures of work that he's done. Now this guy has done some really cool Greek stuff, like Roman numeral like letterings, Greek warrior helmets, and like Roman statues. So I'm like, I want something like that. Like any of that Greek Roman shit, I think that shit's cool, like warrior-esque. I want that. And he's like, I got you. So he scheduled the booking. I'm booked, but now is getting them their deposit. This is where things got tricky because their currency's in kroner, or they said they would accept euros too, but Norwegian's currency is called kroner. And their deposit's 1,500 kroner, which translates to about $153 US and some change. So $150 deposit. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turns out it was the easiest fucking thing I've ever had to do with the Wells Fargo app, because I have, Wells Fargo's a big bank. I go right on the app. You can wire. They gave me all their banking info for the tattoo shop. I put it all in. I said I need to get 1,500 kroner to them. They're like, all right, that's 153 US. What account do you want to take it out of? I'm telling you, it was like 15 different screens on the app because they really want to make sure that it's going to the right person, because you can't like unwire. And if you are going to unwire, you have like a half an hour after you've made the wire to like unwire it. So I did it. They confirmed they got it and it's booked. And now I'm just waiting on him to send me a sketch, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know it was kind of rambly, but I'm just super excited.
You go into your bank and there's 5,000 Cronenberg gone. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. That's going to be a fun trip. It's not as long as I, wanted it to be, but I think I honestly picked the right amount of time. I don't want to be there too long,
Mm-hmm. It's scaring me how quick shit's coming up, because I got that Suicide Boys concert in September. But
that's
what
right.
more so scares me? What more so scares me is I don't want to do the cold, dog. I really, really don't want to do the cold. Please, God, bless. If we have another winter that's even like 2/3 as bad as this one, I think I might pass. The snowbanks were 12 feet high. There was no place for the snow to go. I can't take it. This last winter in Minnesota, Duluth, was just atrocious. It was the 9th, ranked most snowfall ever, motherfuckers. That sucked. I hated it.
It's funny you say that. I think it was either today or yesterday, because it's been in the 90s down here, like 92, 95. I was like, damn, dude, as much as I hate saying this, I kind of wish it was a cold winter day. I literally thought of that like yesterday.
With all the cloud busting and shit they do, they could probably change it to that if you really ask.
The cloud busting?
Mm-hmm. They're busting clouds.
Yeah.
Chinese started doing it originally.
Shut the fuck up.
More conspiracy theories.
Stop bringing up shit that isn't real.
All day, dog. You don't even know you don't even know, man.
Hey, dude, I've been playing. Okay, I haven't been playing games much. What I have been playing for a half hour at a time is my Nintendo Switch. I got Destiny's old one.
What you've been playing?
Rocket League, and I bought Rocket League. I just like the demolition people, because it gets so mad. You see all the you can like chat, but it's like pre-made already chats. Mm-hmm. Like wow, and I'll just keep demoing. I'll just keep ramming into the same guy and blowing him up. And I'm not even going for the ball. I'm like the worst. Yeah. I just think it's so fun to get people mad, and then I'll get off. I'll do like one game.
It is fun. Paul's a rage baiter.
But
that's all he does.
The other thing I've been playing is I bought the BioShock collection for Switch.
That's fun.
Now, let me tell you, man, I didn't really think of this. I don't know why I didn't. The graphics on Switch are dog shit.
Yeah, are you playing it on the Switch, or are you just casting it to the TV?
Both. It's dog shit on both.
Damn. Like PS3 quality, or like...
Dude, BioShock 1 on the Switch screen and on the TV looks like a PS2 game. Like, where like the lines, like the edges of things like keep clipping almost. It's almost like that. And it's not just that game. Rocket League, even on my TV, it's almost like when I put it on the TV, it's worse. The smaller screen makes it a little more bearable, which is usually how I play it. But I played Rocket League on the TV, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, I should have thought of this small handheld device, similar to a phone or a tablet. It's not going to have the greatest graphics. It's dog shit.
You thought it'd be a little better.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, didn't you see from Destiny's Switch that looked like garbage?
Like the one that I have now, I didn't really like pay attention because when we were playing games on it, it was shit like Mario or games that were made for Switch. I was never playing.
That grabby one.
Heave Ho, like Heave Ho, that looks great because it's 2D. But when I started playing a game like BioShock that, you know, like came from console, computer, whatever, where it, you know, looks significantly better, I was like, yeah, I was like, good God, like, but I get it. They have to dumb it down so it can run and it doesn't drain battery life and all that shit. But it's still cool, like, just to be able to like play that game in some aspect. Who cares about the graphics? I don't really care about it. I just, it's a big point in case anybody's wanting to buy one. But the OLED's a little better, but.
It's weird because Sam had that one back in the day, and this was when they were like 5 years old.
Yeah, that's his.
You know, like
the one I have is his.
Really?
Yeah, we have.
Is that the new one, or is that
no?
He you have his old one. Okay, anyway,
yeah,
that one had that one had Skyrim on it, and I remember playing that, and it didn't look terrible, and it just felt cool playing on a handheld because it just looked weird. It's like Skyrim on that. Is that the Diablo one?
Yep, so I have the Diablo one.
That is that one.
It was Destiny's, and then I bought her the OLED, and then she gave me the old one.
Oh, no shit. Small World. Yeah, I remember I played that Switch more than I thought I did, actually.
Yeah,
it was cool. I think you got Doom Eternal or Doom, one of them on it.
I know. Cool.
You can play on Flight to Norway, Doc.
I could
bring that with you?
No, I don't think so.
Why not? You play a little Switch?
Maybe
he was playing Doom on the plane, dude. I think they make you violent on the plane. You're just ripping demons in half and shit. And you're like, I want to kill a motherfucker on this plane.
He always asked to buy that back, and I don't want to bring it up that I got Destiny and OLED because I don't want to sell it back to him, and I know he'll be bummed. But he's like, he really wants a Switch again, and he wants the Diablo one back, and I'm just like, dude, like, just go fucking buy one, like, just get the OLED. You don't want this one anymore.
Yeah, or just don't buy a Switch at all and get a PC. Problem solved.
Yeah, but he also just doesn't even fucking game or do that shit really anymore. At least not as much. So it's just like I feel like it's just a waste of money.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he's
a full-time job.
Yeah,
you know? Busier shit to do.
Yeah, exactly. But I like the Switch though. It's cool. One thing I have to mention that I'm pissed off that I didn't notice. I bought the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 collection, like the 1.5, 2.5 remix or remastered for Switch. Yeah. They don't. I mean, they it says it right on the logo, but I didn't. It's cloud only. Did you know that? So when you play the game, you're playing. You have to have good Wi-Fi. You're playing off their servers.
Oh no!
So I can't download it.
Bad.
Yeah, and so I haven't even played it yet. But I downloaded it, and I was like, "Why was it download so fast?" I noticed that, and it was too late. I couldn't return it, and I was like, "Well, fuck. I guess I have cloud only, and they don't make a non-cloud version." It's like, are you fucking kidding me? That's so. That is horrible.
That's horseshit. That is complete garbage, low-key.
So it's like you have to have good Wi-Fi to play this game, and it's like that is ridiculous. You have to always be online to play Kingdom Hearts, a game that's fucking 20 years old or whatever, you know, like 10, 15 years old.
Yeah, probably older than that. Yeah, goddamn. Fuck those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
But that's all I really have to say about the Switch. It was I don't know. I want to like almost like hack this Switch. But then, like, you can't revert back. Like, Nintendo immediately, like, hardware bans your shit if you try to go back to the Nintendo Switch OS if you crack it. So, I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that.
They'll give you a cease and desist and a lawsuit. You do not want that. You know what they do, Paul? When they give you a loss, they send you a little letter. And first of all, it's hand delivered by Mario himself. And engraved on the side is fucking Wario's signature. You don't want to fuck with that shit.
It's a wax seal with Wario's face or Bowser's face.
Yeah, with Wario's. Oh, yeah, dude. You know, you fucked up.
Yeah. Mario delivers it to you, and then he hits you upside the head with a pipe wrench. Yeah, because he's a plumber.
Give me the money.
Yeah, give me your fucking money. This is stuff.
Smacks you in the fucking head. See that hashtag my Mario right there.
Hashtag my Mario. Best Fallout perks. What are your favorite Fallout perks across all the series?
Let's wrap up on this. Yeah, I was actually gonna suggest that. That's funny. You mentioned that. What are my favorite Fallout perks? Say Cannibal perk. I always pick Cannibal perk. Let me break down why the Cannibal perk is the best perk for you. Let me think about this, Paul. You're walking around the wasteland. You got no stim packs. You got no buff tats. You got no fucking, squirrel on the stick. You're fucked. What are you gonna do? They're gonna eat the body on the ground. Fresh kill, you eat it up. You upgrade it. You eat the super mutants, eat the ghouls. Then eventually you're healing rads by eating bodies. A crime against humanity. Who cares? Companions become hostile. People become hostile. Your karma goes down, but who really cares about that? You're stealing shit anyway. So you just go around eating people. Your health is never low, dude. You have full health 24/7. Everything you kill can be eaten, dude. It's sick. And I think later on you could just grab some ramen, raw ramen meat, eat that shit up, and you're good to go. You don't even take damage. It's OP as fuck. So do cannibal.
Best Fallout perks, mainly specifically related to, I mean, a few of the games, but mainly Fallout New Vegas, Wild Wasteland. If you've never used the Wild Wasteland perk and you're looking for some wacky side quest activity, just weird things that happen in the wasteland, that perk lets that happen. Like, one of the first things you can find is a fridge with a hat in it that looks like Indiana Jones and a skeleton, and it makes a weird like woo like kind of noise. Yeah. That used to be my text tone for when Max would text me. It used to be Wild Wasteland.
Yeah. I want that tattoo.
That's a cool one. And so it adds some interesting things like alien events. Like you'll run into some dogs playing poker, like that painting, like
the old ladies
with the rolling pin. There's some weird shit that happens. So I like that one, but that perk's only good for like people that haven't experienced it. I feel like once you've used the perk and have experienced every single thing, it's kind of like
you don't need it again.
You don't really need it again. It's like what's another good perk?
Oh, I got an easy one. Is the Blitz perk from Fallout 4. It essentially makes your melee range in VATS crazy. So I could be standing here, Paul. Actually, how far away are you? About like 300 miles, 200 miles? I could be standing here, activate VATS, and I could hit Paul in the head with a bat from this distance. That's how good Blitz is, dude. It's awesome. It's so fun. You could just teleport the enemies and bash your head in, especially if you have like a really good melee and you get that stealth attack. You get that crit, like 5.5 times critical damage. You fuck enemies up. You do like 8,000 damage on one hit, and you kill a Deathclaw instantly. Awesome. I think it's called Blitz, if I remember correctly.
Okay, I had to look up the list of perks here, but just to remind myself, especially for New Vegas, I remember there was a playthrough I did. You remember, was it the shotgun called Dinner Bell? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Dinner Bell.
Yeah. That shotgun surgeon perk where it makes like your shotgun super OP. That, because you know how, if you remember correctly, a lot of the enemies run directly at you in Fallout for the most part.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
I think it's only in Fallout New Vegas.
They'll run at you head on for the most of them. So other than dealing with like heavy armor, which shotguns are terrible against like heavy armor, like if you're fighting Brotherhood of Steel, you don't want to use a shotgun. But anything else, dude? You have shotgun surgeon, you just blow them apart. Like they die immediately. That fucking perk is so OP, especially with like a high power shotgun like Dinner Bell. It's honestly like unfair.
And stay back, and it kicks the knockback. Just
yeah.
You get a shotgun builds are super OP in that game. Really, really fun. I always try to do shotgun build. Deathclaw parts are even scarier because if you run out of ammo, you're fucked. But you better make those shots count.
Yeah.
That. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I love doing challenge builds like that. I'm trying to think of perks, but I don't remember. I really do like the Black Widow perk. It's the best perk in Fallout. Fallout New Vegas, always pick a women character because you can get the Black Widow perk that gives you unique access to dialogue. But it also does 10% more damage to male opponents. And the only thing you fight in Fallout is male opponents. So it's so overpowered. You only get that as a woman. But also in Fallout New Vegas, if you take that perk, you can fuck Benny.
Oh, that's kind of funny. That's right.
And you can either kill him in his sleep or just fuck him and, go about your way. But I just think it's really cool.
I think I did that on a playthrough once.
Oh, yeah, I always fuck Benny and kill him in his sleep. 100%. I'm getting that work out of him first. Then I'm going to cut him and kill him in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, have you kept him alive? It's so funny.
Yeah.
He ends up at Caesar's tent.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I guess online here, sorry, I keep saying drink every time I say I'm looking online here, and I guess it's like agreed like vastly that the best perk in Fallout New Vegas is jury rigging. And I guess it makes sense because of all the repair.
With the repair?
Yeah, because it lets you repair shit with other things. Yeah, I guess it's like the best perk. It's like a must-have.
It is definitely must-have. Yeah. Same with Cannibal, those two.
Okay.
So my must-have is Cannibal. What's your must-have? What do you have to have in your playthrough? For sure.
Dude, honestly, I'm a pack rat. Strong back, dude.
Oh yeah, that's underrated.
Adding more inventory weight.
It sometimes feels like a waste, but
It's not.
At least, yeah, it's not.
If
Especially
you're a
if you're gonna do
person,
heavy
if
gunner.
you're a person that likes to, if you're a person that likes to take every situation in a game in an RPG differently, whether you want to go stealth this time or guns blazing this time or whatever, having the more amount of inventory space to house different weapons and armors and clothing, that's what you want to do. Like if you're like me
Yeah.
and you want to change it up every time you have an engagement or every once in a while you want to try a little different with an engagement, having all that room lets you play around with different weapons. Plus, I mean, as you know, it's a wasteland. There isn't ammo for everything out there. So sometimes you have to resort to using another gun maybe you don't like as much, but just because you have a shit ton of ammo for it.
If I'm not doing a challenge build, I just console command in 1,000, carry weight because I just don't
Yeah, that's
care
fair.
about that shit,
Yeah, neither
man.
do
If I
I.
want to do hardcore and care about food and drink, I'll do it. But half the time, I don't fucking care. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
get it.
no, it's definitely
I did that.
underrated.
I played through Fallout 4 recently and beat it. I didn't do any of the DLCs. And when I played through it, I was like, I'm not going to do any modifications. But then once I beat the game officially, I made my carry weight like unlimited because like I was just like,
Mhm.
now it's time to like go get stuff for the settlement. And that's when I stopped playing. I always stop playing
That's
when it comes to building the settlement, but
every single
I
time
hate
when
it.
I go max everything for settlements. That's it. I don't want ammo. I don't want unlimited ammo. All the components, put it into the workshop. So I have 9,000 of everything and I have no problem. Because if I have to scrounge and I have to go find a sensor module from a fucking turn, I'm gonna blow my brains out. I can't do it anymore. I've done it 1,000. I have like 8,000 hours in that game. I definitely don't, but it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I
I
won't do it
think
again.
I think the problem people make in that game is, and I think this is almost Fallout 4's fault with the story, is I think it's great they implemented the settlement, you needing to do things in it in the story, like you have to make a couple
Mhm.
generators to power the teleporter, whatever you decide to do in the game.
Yeah.
It's utilized. I honestly think everybody should play the whole game through, beat it, and then go do the settlement. But while you're beating the game, collect all those random things like Wonder Glue and gears and whatever else. And every time you get full in your inventory,
I did.
I always go back and throw it in my workshop. And that's what I did this playthrough. But I think they almost should emphasize that because so much shit you want to make, you can't because there are parts you just don't have or don't have enough of. And it's almost like, I swear, when you go out specifically looking for something, you'll never find it. Whereas, like, if you're just out adventuring, you're gonna find everything you fucking need. Just collect everything, you know?
Right, dude. Did you play the DLCs for Fallout 4 on your playthrough?
I've never played any of them ever.
Bro, what? Okay,
I never bought them.
Automatron is the robot one. It's fantastic. It's difficult. Then they have Far Harbor.
I
It's
heard
like a
that
horror
one's
deal.
cool. Yeah.
It's a horror DLC with like a sea like elements to it. It's fucking awesome. They got this really cool synth element going on in it. The Nuka World was kind of disappointment.
That's what I heard.
Really, really awesome. My biggest complaint with Nuka World was Nuka World's whole DLC was based on being the raider, like being
Yeah.
the enemy.
Yeah.
And Fallout 4's whole thing was you're the good guy. You have to be part of the Minutemen. So it was so funny that you could do this. So pretty much in Nuka World, it's not really a spoiler. You get these raider clans. You get to pick what raider group you want to back, and you have fight
Yeah.
all these raider group. It's 6, so you get to be a piece of shit, and you're allowed to go and raid your own settlements into the Commonwealth.
Jesus
So
Christ.
let's say I'm part of the Minutemen and I own Red Rocket Station. I can send my raiders to kill everyone there and take place. And Preston Garvey will be like, "Yo, why'd you do that? You killed all those Minutemen. That was fucked up. All right, see you later. Don't do it again."
And then you
And then I'll
just
just
keep
keep
doing
doing
it.
it. And he doesn't even get hostile. And it just, the immersion is so ruined because it's like, I
That's
just
tough,
killed all these guys
especially
and
if
you
you
don't
beat the
fucking
game
care.
with the Minutemen.
Yeah, I never, because what do you fucking swear? What are you, loser? I want you around me like I want fucking Plague around me. That's such a boring playthrough. Ugh. You're like, what are you, a railroad? You liberal cuck.
Well, don't
Brotherhood of Steel.
no. Don't a lot of people
Simplify.
don't a lot of people end up picking the Minutemen though? Because isn't it technically the safest? Isn't it? Because everybody lives, right? You don't have to destroy anybody. Isn't that how it works?
I thought you had to destroy somebody.
I can't remember,
Don't
but I
you?
think there is one where you literally, I don't know. I ended up going with the Synth Institute this time, and where you just have to destroy the Brotherhood and the Rail. You have to destroy like
Communist.
everybody, but you keep the Minutemen.
Okay.
The Minutemen stay
Oh yeah,
around.
no, you can always keep 2, but if you keep the Brotherhood, the Institute has to go. If you keep the Institute, the Brotherhood has to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
If you keep the
But Minutemen,
Brotherhood
I
Railroad,
swear
the
is,
Institute has to go.
but I swear the Minutemen's almost neutral. Am I
You know,
wrong? What
I
playthrough's
don't.
neutral?
One of them has to go. I thought the Brotherhood or the Institute has to go. I thought at least one of them had to. I know the Railroad is kind of indifferent, but either way, you have to kill the Brotherhood then if you pick Railroad.
Yeah, I looked it up. It literally says the Minutemen's the most peaceful ending to the game.
Does it really? I thought everyone had to kill each other.
No.
Man, maybe I'm tripping. I guess I haven't played the game in a while. I always pick Brotherhood because I am a real patriot and I don't submit to sense. What are you, some sense sympathizer, Paul? I can't believe I'm hearing this.
No, I just decided to do it that
Synths
playthrough.
Tortured.
I hate them.
I'm
No,
just kidding.
I
No.
legitimately don't like them, but I just went with them this time because I had never done it. So I was like, let's try
Let
this.
it. I said it once. I'll say it again. I will slow torture a robot to death. I don't give a fuck.
You can't
Not
feel anything.
humans. It's a robot. They can't feel
anything.
nothing. Like Chappie, dude. Everyone's so sad. Dude, I would fucking rip Chappie's limbs off one by one and make him watch in a mirror. I'll fucking. What's that movie with Gerald Butler? Natural, whatever the fuck that one is with Jamie Foxx. What's that called? You know what I'm talking about? Gerald Butler.
Oh, fucking Law-Abiding Citizen. You've seen that movie?
Law-Abiding Citizen.
Have you seen that movie?
That's good shit.
That
You told me
movie's
to watch
yeah.
it.
Did you like it?
I did like it.
That movie's fucking so good. It's so fucked up.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Actually, I skipped past the intro because I knew it was some type of murder rape scene.
Why?
I didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
Because he told me about it. I'm just
horrible.
like clicking through it. I don't want to watch. Same with the dog scene in John Wick. It's the only 10 seconds I don't watch that film.
Yeah.
It's to squeal the dog. I don't want to hear that. It's terrible. The worst thing ever.
I'm so desensitized.
I think a bug just crawled on my leg. I saw something skitter and I was like, what the fuck? Some fly or something.
Want to call it a show?
Yeah, we can call it a show.
Anything you want to say?
Got bugs on himself and shit. I was kidding. No, really, I think this is a really good cast. I think we're coming along hot. I think my proficiency for talking is really coming along really well.
Yes, you're doing great.
Views have been slacking off a little bit, but it doesn't matter because this is what the fuck we do.
We always bounce back.
Week, regardless, we do bounce back. Again, as always, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to come on the cast, please reach out. Don't hesitate. Some of you have reached out. We've reached back and you haven't responded. Breaks my fucking heart. Don't do that to me, man. Like, on God, man, it's not cool. Paul, anything you want to say? Because I am good. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much, everybody, for the continued support. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You know, especially comment. Put something down there. Tell me what your favorite cereal is. I don't give a shit. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's a topic you want to hear us talk about on the cast. Drop it in the comments and we'll bring it up next time. You want to be a guest, let us know. You know where to get at us. Gutterballbusiness@gmail.com. Shoot us an email or just drop a comment. Hey, I want to be on the cast. I'll lick your asshole. Say anything like that. We'll get you on here. But anyways, thank you so much. This is Jack and Paul. This was Gutterball 59. Whoa!